Hey guys, it's Denny again. Back for another video. So I was trying to figure out what my next video should be about, and then it dawned on me, of course, I need to tell you guys my coming out story. That's a big important chunk of being gay is coming out, right? So before we start, I want to introduce you guys to the most important person in my life. She's made me who I am today, literally through and through. I would not be who I am today without my beautiful mother, Diane. Um, so I just want to show you one of my favorite pictures of us together. I think I was probably 2 or 3 years old in this picture, but anyways, I love it because we look so much alike in it. So that's me and my mom right there. See the resemblance? Yeah, so that's us right there. All right, so the story starts. My parents separated when I was in 11th grade, so I lived with my mom for my 12th grade, and then when I dropped out of university, then again, when I came back home, I lived with her. So I was fairly miserable. I worked in a call center off and on for about 2 years. I had horrible acne. Tried everything Proactiv, pills, antibiotics, everything, creams. Ugh. Finally, my dermatologist prescribed me Accutane, and you know, as you can tell today, it's all gone, thank God. But anyways, to compound the fact that I had anxiety and depression, I was gay and in the closet, I also had horrible skin. So anyways, just to give you an idea of my situation at the time. So for about a week prior to actually coming out to my mom, I would wake up and every day and tell myself, all right, tonight is the night. I'm going to tell her tonight and get it over with and it'll be done. And I would stay in my room every night, procrastinate, watch movies, read magazines, fiddle around on the internet, and eventually, the day that I actually decided to do it, I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna go tell her, rip it off like a band-aid, and see what happens. So I went into her room. She was lying on her bed watching TV, and I said, "Can I talk to you?" She said, "Okay." And I think we sat on the bed just talking for 2 hours, but it still didn't come out. I felt like my brain was just blocked. I just could not tell her. I just couldn't unblock. And came to the point where I just started crying. And mom obviously knew there was something wrong. And, she kept asking me these questions. She's like, "Did you get a girl pregnant?" And I said, "Well, no." She just kept asking me these questions. Did you hurt someone? Whatever. And then eventually she just said, "Well, are you gay?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And immediately she just looked at me and she just gave me a hug. And she said, "It's okay. I still love you." And not for a moment did I ever doubt mom would accept me for who I was. It was still hard to do it, but yeah. And then we just stayed on our bed and talked for another 2 hours. I can't even tell you how much of a weight is lifted over your shoulders the second you say it to someone, anyone. I mean, my mom, just to give you an idea of how amazing my mother is, the day after I came out, I came home from work, and what was there on my desk waiting for me? A Playgirl magazine. My mother, I had come out the day before, the day after she buys me a Playgirl magazine. That, to me, more than hearing her say it, was a sign of her telling me, hey, I'm okay with it. I'm so okay with it. I'm going to buy you a Playgirl. It's my favorite anecdote about coming out. I talked about it with mom about telling dad because obviously I hadn't told dad yet. And I was afraid because both my parents are from a very small town in New Brunswick. And I was just afraid of what my dad would think. He was raised in a family with, I think, 7 or 8 brothers. Very traditional, very small town. So I didn't know how he would react. My dad's a carpenter, he plays hockey. My dad is a man's man. But eventually, I did come around a few days after. With the help of mom, I came out to dad, and, he took it hard at first. But eventually, he came around, you know. just like most parents do eventually come around. Realize that I'm the same person that I've always been. It's just another facet of who Denis is. Both my parents are so comfortable with my sexuality now that it's come to the point that I can tell them anything about my life. I can be proud of the people that I'm in relationships with and the activities that I do in my day-to-day life. You know, they ask me, "Oh, are you seeing anyone?" Just like everyone else, I wish I could go back and tell, the 15, 16-year-old version of myself that at 24 I would be living this, that I would be, everything's okay. Nothing, I'm not living in the closet. I'm living my life out in the open, as free as I want to be, and my parents are okay with it. So if I have any advice at all to you, if you're a teen and you're struggling with either your sexuality or you're just really scared to come out, I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. Coming out is a very scary experience for anyone that has to go through it. But once again, once you do it, it's like this big door opens up in your life, and all of these things that you never knew existed are right there in front of you, and it's actually overwhelming how satisfying and nurturing all the experiences you're going to live. I can't even tell you. It's amazing. It's the most liberating thing in the world. It's some people do compare it to being reborn. I would consider it being reborn. If you have any questions about coming out, um, or just being gay in general, anything, send me a private message. I will answer. The reason why I'm making these videos is to inform you and to be of any help I can. So if you're watching this and you do want to talk to someone, don't hesitate to contact me, okay? And till the next time, guys, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you next time.